Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys doing good. Just please let me know if the sound and video quality is good, because I'm using right now my iPhone 6. We're gonna start this book reading at 9:15, if God permits. The title of the book is Master Your Emotion. Don't forget to share the live and subscribe to the channel, please.
How you doing here? Hey, what's up, boss?
What's going on,
You
brother?
started selling eggs?
Oh yeah.
You bought the chickens?
We're gonna have to mute, I guess, from time to time when we get like customer coming, or we can just keep it spontaneous like this. The time now is 8:44 a.m. I'm not sure who's watching. It says 3 people are watching. So if you would like to say hello, introduce yourself if you're new, and if I already know you, I don't know why I cannot see the chat. Let me see if there's a way I can tell who's watching. I guess not. Good morning, Heather. I am doing great, thank God, and thank you for asking. How are you? This book, I believe, is really important, and we all go through this, Sometimes our emotions get the best of us, and we have to understand that our emotion, whatever we feel, it does not mean this is who we are. We're gonna keep experiencing negative emotions throughout our life. We have to remind ourselves that our emotions is not us. We will learn to accept them as they are before letting them go. You are not sad, depressed, jealous, or angry. You are what witnesses these emotions. You are what remains after these temporary feelings fade away. Your emotions are here to guide you. Learn as much as you can. Good morning, Tracy. Yes, indeed, it is a very important subject, and I want everybody to share with this subject. If they have anything to say, to add to it, you're more than welcome. Learn as much as you can from them, and then let them go. Don't cling to them as if your existence depends on them. Don't identify with them as though they define you. Instead, use your emotions to grow and remember you are beyond emotions. There are steps that we can do. We're going to be talking about it later on in the book to let go of your emotions. Just gonna wait a little bit until some people come. We'll start at 9:15 if God permits. I still see like 3 people here. I'm guessing I have Tracy, Heather, and who's the third one? Thank you, Tracy. Thank God. It's gonna be a little bit kind of off, and maybe a little bit. I'm trying this new thing on YouTube. See how it goes, and hopefully with time we'll get better and better. Maybe I'll do it next time from the house with a professional mic. But now I'm just trying different things. Couple minutes. Yeah, exactly. How's the quality though? Does this sound good? The video? Because I'm not using my iPhone 11. Because I know if I'm live and somebody called me, it probably is gonna mess up my broadcast. So I'm using the phone that doesn't have SIM in it. Actually, I'm not using my iPhone 13, not 11. This is 13. I don't know why I keep saying 11. Maybe I should be using my iPhone 11 next time to broadcast from it instead of the 6. You know what I mean? Sounds clear, but maybe tilt the camera higher. Can't see your whole hand. You want me to go on? You want me to go on portrait mode? You think it's better? Let's try it. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Because I decided to do it like this from the beginning, then I cannot rotate it. But what I can do is, hello Helen. What I can do is this. Is that better? Maybe back up a little bit. the light kind of like looks weird, but it doesn't matter. As long as you can hear me, guys. We got 5 people watching. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm not even sure who are the 5. I know Tracy here, Helen, Heather. That's all I remember. And Joe. You guys can see the audience? So Helen, Joe, Tracy, Heather, who's the 5th? I can see how many people, 5, 0 likes, but oh, it showed me 3, maybe it's glitching to me. Okay, we need to silence this then. Almost time, guys. Probably 20 minutes, and then we start the reading. Tell me, how's the weather over there? Is it still hot? Is it a little cloudy, getting a little bit cooler? I feel like the summer is almost like over. It's beautiful today, feels like fall. That's nice. And share. 68. Today here is 70. So I got my car finally yesterday. Thank you guys for the likes. I don't know what the likes do in this. And they have something called super chat. I don't know what does that mean. It's hotter than hell. I doubt it. But I understand what you're saying. It's pretty hot. I hope nobody have to go there to try to figure out if it's hot or not. Last day of summer yesterday, still warm and muggy in Florida. I feel we're always gonna complain no matter what. If it's too hot, we're gonna say it's too hot. If it's too much rain, it's raining a lot. If it's cold, I cannot stand the cold. Too much snow. We're never satisfied, if you think about it. We're never satisfied. I've been on this, what we call no sugar August. No sugar August, no white sugar, nothing like from, take your time, Tracy. You take care as well, Helen. The only sugar I'm gonna get is just from fruits, from, you know, the type of food that I eat. I'm not drinking no juice, no soda, no sugar in like tea or coffee, nothing. And it's making me feel a little bit drowsy. Low on energy, although if I sleep like 8 hours, I'm still feeling that I'm low on energy. Like I have no energy to do anything. I guess, hey Shelly, how are you? I guess it's my body trying to adapt to the fact that I am not consuming sugar. Yeah, what I'm using is just natural sugar, that's it. It's crazy. I'm not like I'm not a sugar eater, if you like, if we can say that, but I guess my body was dependent on it though. Thank you, Shelly. How are you, dear? How's your day? How's the weather look like over there? If you guys don't mind, please share this live, you know, because this book is really, really important to talk about. How to master our emotions and don't let it get the best of us and don't let it define us. Hot. I'm eating mandarin, but I'm tasting different fruit. It tastes like peach, which I don't mind at all. It's one of my favorite fruit, next to watermelon. Hi Jackie, how are you, dear? كل ساعة. Thank God every day, every moment. Afifa, good morning. We're gonna try that thing here on YouTube, see how it's gonna go. It's gonna be a little bit off. It's gonna be having some interruption. Let's consider this as just a test and see how we go from here, you know? Doesn't hurt. We cannot just say it's not gonna work without trying, right? If it didn't work, at least we know that we tried. Maybe next time I'll do it from the house with a different background, with like a better microphone, you know. We'll try the portrait mode next time. Tell me, what do you think of it so far? Do you like it? What's the difference between here and Instagram? Is the quality better? The sound better? Tell me anything. Still have about like 10 minutes and we're gonna start reading this book and we can discuss it if you guys want. The sound seems a little far, maybe because I'm far from the microphone. Sounds good so far. So far is good. Next time, hopefully tomorrow, I'm not gonna bring with me no more, God willing, the iPhone 6. I'm gonna bring the iPhone 11 and I'm gonna be using it instead of the 6 because I have the 13 as my normal phone. Really, image is clear, not bad for iPhone 6. I am really surprised, to be honest with you. I wonder how the quality is gonna be when I use the other phone. Since I have the phone sitting there and nobody's using it now, and I just like reset it, I just download on it just YouTube. You know what I mean? Just use it strictly for YouTube. So tell me, guys, what's your plan? Who's still at home? Who's off? Who's working? God bless you. Drive safe. Let's see if it's gonna work this time. Yesterday we tried twice to read this book. There's always something happen. I guess Instagram have a problem. There's something going on with Instagram. Because I keep getting a message on Instagram saying, uh, try again later. We limit how often you can do certain things on Instagram to protect our community. Tell us if you think we made a mistake. You have two options. Tell us or okay. Tell us. Thanks for reporting this problem, and it goes again and again. You know, I think in order for you to go on YouTube Live, you need 1,000 subscribers. I don't even have 500, but I don't know how I am able to go live on YouTube. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just wondering. Is it because I probably have like enough like hours watch on my video? I don't know. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of like hopefully not a lot, but it's gonna happen. Interruption's gonna happen because I'm at work, and I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, I guess I'm gonna mute from time to time. Third time is a charm, lucky number. Hopefully, as we say in Lebanese, telte septe. Yesterday, a lot of people loved that shirt, Jackie. By the way, thank you very much again. The one that shows like the American flag and somebody's like split it open and there's a Lebanese flag inside of it. آه، هلا برواق هلا نورتي إذا في مجال من عصبك تعملي لايك ما I thought you're gonna look really big but they're not that big as I expected, to be honest. So do you guys have an option to do like, right? Because I see only 5 likes. I guess everybody who comes can put a like. That really helps me. If you don't mind, press on the like, I don't know, whatever is this like button. um, and we're gonna start in a little bit talking about how to master our emotions. The first step to master your emotions is to understand how you feel. Yeah, I would love to discuss merchandise, to be honest. I would love it. We spoke about it yesterday, and yeah, you're my manager. We can come up with different ideas, different designs, the same picture for now. My mom loved the canvas. I hanged it in the room, in my room, my bedroom, but my mom is using it right now. I said, do not get scared when you wake up in the morning and you look to your left and you see a guy, you know. She started laughing. She said, why would I get scared? No, it's a beautiful picture. Amen. Amen. God willing, we will. Uh, I got the car finally, but I'm hearing like some weird sound. I'm not sure if it's like from the fixing or something else. Um, you know when you hear sometimes like like something in your car, you can tell. I'm driving and I hear like some like water dripping or something like that. It's coming from the back. Let's just hope they did not leave like forget a tool or something over there. You know what I mean? Um, you know, as much as I missed my car, the first thing I noticed when I drove my car back, because I was driving a 2021, a rental car. The first thing I noticed is like how many sounds are in my car. You know what I mean? Like, wow, wow. I wanted to cry. There was so much sound going on over there. I'm like, and when I like hit the brake, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, maybe my car is old. If I tell you, you won't believe me, but my car is as old like is the same time I've been living here in the U.S. 15 years. All right, guys, are we ready? Should we start? I guess we talked enough. Understanding how you feel is the first step to mastering your emotions. Everybody experiences highs and lows at different times in their lives. Everybody. We all We've all experienced like high and lows in our lives. The first step toward taking control of your emotions is knowing how you feel. You may have spent so much time internalizing, you've lost touch with your emotions. We spend so much time internalizing. What's the meaning of internalizing? It's this process of making something internal with more specific meanings in various fields. So, we've lost touch with our emotions because we spend so much time internalizing. Feelings manifest as physical sensations in your body. Feelings manifest as physical sensation in your body, not as an idea in your mind. You feel it. Perhaps the reason the word feel is so often overused or misused is because you don't want to talk about your emotions. Most of us, a lot of us, they don't want to talk about their emotions. This summary helps you to determine how you feel and why it is important to talk about emotions. How you feel determines the quality of your life. Your emotions can make your life miserable or truly magical. That's why they are among the most important things to focus on. Your emotions can also act as a powerful guide. They can tell you something is wrong and allow you to make changes in your life. As such, they may be among the most powerful personal growth tools you have. The mind in its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. Good morning, Rachel. How are you, dear? Guys, please push the like button if you don't mind. I'm trying to get as much as we can like. Everybody that comes, even if you're not staying, make sure you push the like button, please. So let me see 8 likes now. See how far we can go with this. I know you did, Jackie, and thank you very much. I just keep try to remember people, especially when they come first. This summary is the how-to manual your parents should have given you at birth. In it, Thibault, the writer, shares everything you need to know about emotions so you can overcome your fears and limitations and become the person, the type of person you really want to be. You learn how emotions are formed and how you can use them for your personal growth. You'll also learn how to deal with negative emotions and condition your mind to create more positive emotions. Maybe I should be looking right here because the camera's right there, right? Because when I look here, it looks kind of weird, as if I'm not looking to you. So I should be concentrating on looking on the camera. More specifically, this summary will help you understand what emotions are and how they impact your life, identify negative emotions are and how they impact your life, identify negative emotions that control your life, and learn to overcome them. Change your story to take better control over your life and create a more compelling future. And finally, reprogram your mind to experience more positive emotions. Thank you guys for all the likes. Appreciate that. Your ego is a selfish entity that affects your emotion. I'm probably going a little bit slower than Instagram so you can really get what we're talking about. Your ego is a selfish entity that affects your emotions. What is ego? Ego refers to the self-identity an individual has constructed through his or her life. How was this identity created? The ego was created through your thoughts and as a mind created identity. It has no correct reality. Your survival mechanism is not the only factor affecting your emotions. Your ego also plays a major role in the way you feel. To gain more control over your emotions, you must understand what your ego is and how it works. Take your time. Ego is neither good nor bad. It is just a result of a lack of self-awareness. It fades away as you become aware of it. So your ego is a selfish entity, only concerned about its own survival. Your ego thrives on your physical appearance, the way it can use people to strengthen its identity, what it can get from others, your beliefs, and your feelings of needing someone. List of things your ego generally derives its identity from. What are the things that your ego generally derives its identity from? Your body, your name, your gender, your nationality, your culture, your family, your friends, your beliefs, whether it's political beliefs or religious, and your personal story. Here are some main characteristics of the ego. These are the characteristics of ego. The ego tends to equate heaven with being, which is why the ego likes to identify with objects. The ego lives through comparison. Your ego likes to compare itself with other egos. The ego is never satisfied. Your ego always wants more fame, more stuff, more recognition, and so on. The ego's sense of self-worth often depends on the worth you have in the eyes of others. The ego thrives by using people to strengthen their identity. Understanding the way your ego works can help you better control your emotions. To do this, you must first realize your current story is the result of strong identification with people, things, or ideas. This strong identification is the root of many of the negative emotions you experience in your life. For instance, when life doesn't unfold according to your personal story, you get upset. When someone challenges on your beliefs, you become defensive. In short, most of your emotions are based on your personal story and the way you perceive the world. As you replace your current story with a more empowering one, while at the same time letting go of your excessive attachment to things, people, or ideas, you will be able to experience more positive emotions. Did you know ego is neither good nor bad? It's just a result of a lack of self awareness. It fades away as you become aware of it. Ego and awareness cannot coexist. By understanding the mechanism behind emotions, you'll be able to manage them more effectively as they arise. Emotions come and go. One moment you feel happy, the next you feel sad. While you do have some control over your emotions, you must also recognize their unpredictable nature. If you expect to be happy all the time, you set yourself up for failure. You then risk blaming yourself when you fail to be happy, or even worse, beat yourself up for it. To start taking control of your emotions, you must accept they are transient. No matter how mentally tough you are, you'll still experience sadness, grief, or depression in your life. At times, you'll feel disappointed, betrayed, insecure, resentful, or ashamed. You doubt yourself and doubt your ability to be the person you want to be. But that's okay because emotions come and go. Your negative emotions are not bad or useless. You may blame yourself for experiencing negative emotions, or perhaps You see yourself as mentally weak. You may even believe something is wrong with you. However, despite what your inner voice may say, your emotions aren't bad. If you experience the same emotions repeatedly, it means you hold disempowering beliefs to change something in your life. Being depressed doesn't make you less of a person than you were 3 weeks ago when you were happy. Feeling sad and now doesn't mean you'll never be able to laugh again. The way you interpret emotions, as well as the blame game you engage in, causes suffering, not the emotions themselves. It's the way you interpret emotions what cause you suffering, not emotions themselves. Negative emotions can be helpful to help you bounce back when you touch rock bottom before you can reach the top. Negative options help us to discover our positive nature, our strength. You must learn to let your emotions pass without feeling the need to strongly identify with them. For instance, allow yourself to feel sad. It will pass. A negative emotion is like an evil spell. When you are experiencing it, it is difficult to break free and it causes a release of other negative emotions. Do not give too much credit to your emotions. Emotions come and go. Your emotional state can affect your outlook in life. An emotion usually represents an amplified, energized thought pattern. And because of its overpowering and energetic charges, it is not easy initially to stay present enough to be able to watch it. It wants to take you over, and it usually succeeds except you are strong enough to overpower it. You may know that dwelling on the same thoughts is pointless, but negative emotions are so strong that you can't help but go along with the flow. The more these emotions fit your personal story, the stronger the pull becomes. Did you know your emotions are not here to make your life harder, but to tell you something? Without them, you wouldn't grow. Your body, thoughts, and environment impact your emotions. Emotions are complex, and a lot of factors influence and drive how you feel. Factors such as sleep, your body, your words, music, and your environment all influence your emotions. Your voice, the food you eat, or how much you sleep also play a role in determining the quality of your emotions and therefore the quality of your life. How sleep impacts your emotions. The quality of your sleep and how much of it you get affects your emotional state. Sleep deprivation can impact mood in many different ways. Sleep deprivation increases anxiety, depression, and mortality risk. A 2016 study conducted by researchers at a non-profit organization RAND Europe estimated that people sleeping less than 6 hours a night had a 13% increased mortality risk than people sleeping between 7 and 9 hours. Sleep deprivation reduces an individual's ability to enjoy positive experiences. You can improve the quality of your sleep by making sure that your bedroom is pitch black, avoiding using electronic devices, relaxing your mind, having an evening ritual. How your body impacts your emotions. By changing your body posture and body language, you can alter how you feel. Changing the way you feel by changing your posture is what some people call fake it until you make it. For instance, you can put a smile on your face to make you feel happier. You can negatively affect your mood and even create depression by changing your body posture. Depression can be created by sitting slouched in a chair, shoulders hunched, and head hanging down. You can just simply create depression by doing this. You don't have to run 10 miles a day to reap the benefits of exercise. But exercise is one of the ways we can help our body to fight negative emotions such as depression. Simply walking for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, can work wonders. According to research published in PLOS Medicine, 2.5 hours of moderate exercise a week could add 3.25 years to your lifespan. Another study of 5,000 people in Denmark showed that individuals who exercised regularly lived 5 to 7 years longer than sedentary counterparts. Failing to exercise when you feel bad is like explicitly not taking an aspirin when your head hurts. How your thoughts impact your emotions. Your thoughts define who you are and create your reality. You are what you think about all day long. That's why you should channel your thoughts towards what you want, not what you don't want. The key to success is to focus our conscious mind on things we desire, not things we fear. Did you know Professor of Psychology Michael Otto says you usually derive a mood enhancement effect within 5 minutes of partaking in moderate exercise. And exercising regularly improves your long-term mental health and can be as effective as antidepressants. You can use your words and thoughts to boost your emotions. Your words have more impact on your thoughts and behaviors than you might realize. No problem, you can always watch the replay. Because your thoughts, words, and behaviors are all interconnected, they influence each other. Using specific words can make you feel less confident. This also means you can boost your confidence by using certain words such as I will. For instance, saying I will change my career or I will complete this project by the end of this month will make you feel more confident than saying I hope I can change my career or I'll try to complete this project by the end of this month. To enhance your confidence, replace words that show self-doubt with words that display confidence. For instance, use will instead of would, could, should, might. Use absolutely, definitely, of course, sure, certainly, obviously, without any doubt, instead of try, maybe, perhaps, and so on. You become what you think about all day long. How to use positive affirmations. Use the present tense and not the future tense. I am, not I will. Avoid negative forms like I am not shy. Instead use I am confident. Repeat the sentence again and again for 5 minutes. Do it every single day without exception for a month and preferably longer. Some example of powerful affirmations. I love being confident. I am independent of the good or bad opinions of others. I am beneath no one and no one is beneath me. I love you. Add your name and say it while looking into your eyes in the mirror. Breathing happens naturally. However, many people don't know how to breathe properly. As a result, they don't generate as much energy as they could. Now, when we talk about breathing, for example, if you are working out and you're trying to do, let's say, bench press for your chest, if you do not breathe right, you will not generate enough energy to be able to perform this exercise. For example, the right way is to do it is like this. So when you fill your lungs with air, now you have power. They are full of air. And when you exhale, your lungs are full of air. They can push. Just imagine you have a balloon. If I put an empty bottle here and a deflated balloon, it's not going to do nothing to the bottle. But if I blow the balloon and then I press this balloon, it's going to generate air and push the empty bottle and make it fall. Same thing with our lungs. If you don't know how to breathe right, as a result, you will not generate as much energy as you could or you should. Proper breathing benefits you in different ways. Slowing your breathing helps reduce anxiety. Rapid breathing, such as the breath of fire, allows you to release stress, be more alert, and have more energy alongside with other benefits. The way you interpret interpret emotions, as well as the blame game you engage in, creates suffering. Not the emotions themselves, is the way you interpret these emotions. Your environment also influences the way you feel. Environment means everything around you. This means that the people you hang out with, TV shows you watch, or the place you live can influence how you feel. Decluttering your environment and cleaning generally can make your feelings soar. Soar like an eagle. Not soar, soar. Music motivates individuals and boosts their emotions. You can determine the kinds of music that inspires you and listen to them often. Music can motivate you when you're in a slump, help you preserve when you're at the gym, help you access feelings of gratitude, and put you in a positive mood. Did you know if you wear glasses while using your smartphone a few hours before bed, you will sleep better? What generates emotions is the way you choose to interpret the event or thought. Or interpret. I don't know if I'm saying interpret. Interpret. There are two types of negative emotions. The first type are the negative emotions you experience spontaneously. These are the emotions that keep you alive, such as the fear our ancestors felt when they encountered a tiger. The second type of negative emotions are the ones you create in your mind by identifying with your thoughts. These emotions aren't necessarily triggered by external events. Although they may be, these emotions tend to last longer than the first type. The sight of a slaughterhouse may trigger a negative emotion in you, whereas it may be positive for the business owner and natural for the machine operator. It all depends on how you are conditioned. Here is a formula to explain how emotions form. Thank you, Afifa. God bless you. Appreciate that. Interpretation plus identification plus repetition equal strong emotion. I repeat the formula. Interpretation plus identification plus repetition equal emotion. Strong emotion. Interpretation is when you interpret an event or a thought based on your personal story. Identification is when you identify with a specific thought as it arises. Repetition is having the same thoughts over and over. Strong emotion is when you experience an emotion so many times it has become part of your identity. You then experience that emotion whenever a related thought or event triggers it. Altogether, interpretation, identification, and repetition give room for emotions to grow. Conversely, Whenever you remove one of these elements from the equation, these emotions start losing their power over you. It is that simple. Just remove one of these from the equation and you will be losing. They will be losing. The emotion will be losing their power over you. You will be overpowering your emotion. Interpretation. Negative emotions always result from your interpretation of events. That's why two different people might react to the same event in different ways. One might be devastated, while the other might be unaffected. Events cannot trigger negative emotions without your consent. Identification. For an emotion to survive long term, there must be a process of identification. Emotions cannot persist unless you give them your attention. The more you focus on your emotions and identify with them, the more powerful they become. Repetition. We've seen that the way you interpret an event or a thought determines how you feel. We also know that as you identify with your thoughts or feelings, they become emotions. Now, if you keep repeating that process, you'll condition your mind to experience these specific emotions, whether it's positive or negative. Did you know an emotion given no attention will eventually fade away? So let's start not give an attention to our emotions. What you can do to start letting go of emotions that aren't helping you achieve the life you want. Emotions are energy in motion. But what happens when you prevent the energy from moving? It accumulates. When you repress your emotions, you interrupt the natural flow of energy. Sadly, nobody taught you how to deal with your emotions, or even that both positive and negative emotions are a natural phenomenon. Instead, they told you that your negative emotions should be repressed because they are bad. This is not right. As a result, you may have been repressing your emotions for years. By doing so, you let them sink deeper into your subconscious, allowing them to become part of your identity. They have often become patterns you may be unaware of. Emotions are just emotions. They are not you. They are not facts, and you can let them go. If you're like most people, you spend the majority of your time living in your head. As a result, you're largely out of touch with your emotions. Below are a few simple steps you can take to start letting go of your emotions. Observe your emotions with detachment. What does that mean? Whenever you experience a negative emotion, simply observe it with as much detachment as you can. That means getting in touch with your body. Realize that each thought or image crossing your mind isn't the emotion itself. It's only your interpretation of it. Practice feeling how it feels. Try to locate the emotion. Think of the way you would describe the emotion to someone else. Label your emotion. Remember, emotions are merely temporary experiences, or if you prefer, clothes you wear for a while. They aren't you. When you experience an emotion, you say things like, I am angry, I am sad, or I am depressed. Notice how you instantly identify with your emotions. However, this is factually incorrect. The emotions you experience have nothing to do with you, with who you really are. If you were your depression, you'd be depressed all day long, every single second of your existence. If you are angry, you'll be angry all the time, all day long. Let go of your emotions. Too often, you over identify with your emotions and cling to them for the following reasons. They're part of the story you're telling yourself. Sometimes you can't stop clinging to a story, even a disempowering one. You believe the emotions are you and feel a strong need to identify with them. You may fall into the trap of believing you are your emotions, and as a result, you identify heavily with them, which creates suffering. A 5-step process to let go of emotions. Step 1. Focus on a certain emotion you would like to work on so you can feel better. Step 2. Ask yourself one of the following questions. Could I let this feeling go? God willing, Tracy. Could I let this feeling go? Could I allow this feeling to be there? And could I welcome this feeling? Step 3. Then ask yourself, would I? Would I let this feeling go? Would I allow this feeling to be here? Or would I welcome this feeling? And step 4, ask yourself when. Your answer will be now. You let go of that emotion immediately. Step 5, repeat this process as many times as necessary for that particular feeling to disappear. When you get an emotion, focus on that emotion. Focus on that emotion that you would like to work on so you can feel better. Let's say you got angry. Focus on it. Focus on being on this emotion, being angry, and you wanna really work on it and feel better. And ask yourself this question, these following questions. Could I let this feeling of being angry go? Could I allow this feeling of being angry to be there? Could I welcome this feeling of angry? Then ask yourself, would I? Would I let this feeling angry go? Would I allow this feeling, me feeling angry, to be there? Would I welcome this feeling? And step 4, ask yourself, when? And your answer will be now. When would I let this feeling go? Now. When can I allow this feeling to be there? Repeat this process as many times as necessary for that particular feeling to disappear. First ask yourself, could I? Then would I? And then say when. And when you just say for the first question, when I can let go of this feeling, of this emotion, the answer will be now. Our conclusion from this book. You'll keep experiencing negative emotions throughout your life. But remind yourself that your emotions are not you and will learn to accept them as they are before letting them go. If I got angry, I'm not an angry person. For if I was an angry person, I'll be angry all the time. You're not sad, depressed, jealous, or angry. You are what witnesses these emotions. You are what remains after these temporary feelings fade away. You are what remains after these feelings, temporary feelings, fade away. Your emotions are here to guide you. Learn as much as you can from them and then let them go. Don't cling to them as if your existence depends on them. Don't identify with them as though they define you. Instead, use your emotions to grow and remember you are beyond emotions. Try this, the one we just spoke about before. Remember this, a 5-step process to let go of your emotion. Step 1, focus on a certain emotion you would like to work on so you can feel better. This doesn't need to be a big emotion. It could be something as simple as not feeling like working on a specific task or being mildly annoyed about something. Step 2, ask yourself one of the following questions. Could I let this feeling go? Could I allow this feeling to be here? Could I welcome this feeling? Step 3, then ask yourself, would I let this feeling go? Would I allow this feeling to be there? Depending on which way you want to go, release, allow, or welcome, answer the corresponding question. Would I welcome this feeling? Answer yes or no to each question while being honest with yourself. Do you feel like you can let go? Allow, welcome the emotion. Even a no will help you let go of it. Step 4, ask yourself when. Your answer will be now. You let go of that emotion immediately. Step 5, repeat this process as many times as necessary for that particular feeling to disappear. Thank you very much, guys. God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Thank you for all the likes, for the share if you shared this broadcast. And I'm gonna keep it there so in case you missed it from the beginning and you would like to watch it again, you will be able. God bless you all and have a blessed one.